Hey guys, so we have this week's update. Actually, is a significantly big update. It is version 5.0.0. That's the app update version. I am late to this. I have 5 bajillion things going on. It's very hectic for me. So hopefully we can just I can just sit down and record like 7 videos in a row, and then we'll be good. So I'm going to go over, because obviously this is late, I'm going to go over the actual update here, as well as go through the kits of ZENKAI Red Cell, and there's a new equipment for, I think it's the ZENKAI Purple Gohan. So let's just start by going through the actual update itself. So we have update 5.0.0. Thank you for your continued support. Blah, 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 blah. In celebration of this major update, we're giving everyone 200 CC. Okay, interesting. That's pretty good. Just free stuff. Introducing the new rating match Proud. Now, again, I have been saying this since the second they debuted this and showed this off in the reveal and stuff. I am telling you, in theory, this sounds good. It sounds interesting. It sounds different. It sounds exciting. However, I think people are going to like this for like the first 3 or 4 days, and people are going to get sick of it after that. I think the biggest mistake with this mode is not the fact of how it's designed. It's not the fact that I don't want to use 6 characters in a fight. It's not any of that. It just has to do with the fact that they're overwriting the traditional PvP rating match with this mode. It shouldn't have to be one or the other. We should have both traditional rating match and rating match Proud running together at the same time. There is no reason why that shouldn't be the way that they operate. Why would... So you're telling me, because here's how things are going to work. For every showcase I'm recording during this season, I'm going into Treasure Battle. You think I'm going to record... Let's just... Okay, so we're getting a new character next week, right? Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's Ultra Cell. I don't know if it's Ultra Cell. I'm just saying. Let's just say it's Ultra Cell. If I want to show off Ultra Cell and I go into rating match Proud, it is limiting me from using Ultra Cell in all those matches. So I'm simply just going to go into... Like, every single showcase you guys will see, most likely, in this season is going to be in Treasure Battle. Obviously, I'll make content on rating match Proud, but that'll be separate. I'm not going to be showing off, like, new characters in this mode. I mean, I'll show them off in the mode, but I'm not going to be doing, like, the initial showcases there. So there's a lot of negatives associated with this mode. This is not something that should have been replacing normal rating match. It's pretty obvious. I'm not really too sure why they did it. The only reason I can think of is they didn't want to replace normal rating match because they think they don't have the player base to run 2 separate PvP queues at the same time. That's the only reason I can think of, but who knows? So the new rating match Proud PvP rules are here. Put your pride on the line and enjoy heated battles with these new rules. In Rating Match Proud, you battle against the same opponent up to 3 times using all 6 characters in your party. The first player to win 2 out of a maximum of 3 matches wins. Use 3 of your 6 characters in the first match and the remaining 3 in the second match. If the score is 1-1 after the second round and both players agree to continue, victory will be determined in the third round, Battle of Pride. Challenge rivals from all over the world with your strongest party and techniques and aim for the top. Okay. The layout of the PvP matchmaking screen has been changed so that the icons and slot colors of current equipment can be seen. You can switch the display position of your party to the left or right by selecting match. Okay, so what is this, like the 27th time they've changed how the PvP matching screen looks? There's actually quite a big difference with this. You can now see what equipment your opponent is using, which I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but it does give you some additional information on, what types of defenses your opponent's going to have, what their setup looks like, how many HP equips they're using, stuff like that. So could be relatively interesting. You can now get RP from the first treasure chest opened in Treasure Battle. So, okay, they had RP in there, then they took it away, and now they're adding it back. Sure. The rating match first win RP bonus and the RP reward from the Treasure Battle treasure chest can now only be earned at battle rank 1 through 69. Okay, so if you're battle rank 70, you can't get RP from the treasure chest, and you can't get RP from the first win RP bonus in rating match. That sucks, because what I used to do is I would just get God rank, and then I wouldn't have to play anymore. I would have to play one match per day, and I would get the 200 RP from the first win of the day bonus, and then I'd be good. The good skill, good party, and good game messages that could be sent to your opponent in PvP have been unified into praise points that can be sent more freely. Good skill, good party, and good game messages received until now will be reflected as praise points. So they removed, you can no longer good party boo tanks somebody. the good party plus like, what is it, like dry your tears or something? It's the most like toxic thing ever. So you can't do that anymore. Praise points, okay. Other updates, information for campaigns like the Super Boost campaign and equipment upgrade bonanza is now displayed in the recommended content list. The advantageous element list on the pre-battle screen will now also display reversed elements to assist in building teams. Due to legal changes in certain regions, chrono crystals can no longer be used to re-upgrade equipment. Secure upgrading has also been removed. Yeah, I mean, secure upgrading, whoever used secure upgrading, like it honestly almost seems like a waste to me. Guaranteed upgrading can still continue to be used. So I assume the reason why they do this is because obviously if you're using CC, you can sort of equate CC to, you know, real money, because the game is attaching a value to CC in that you can purchase CC with money, so you can derive a value of CC from the money you're spending on it. And obviously if you're going to upgrade equipment with CC, the roll is random on the equipment. So you can either, well, not upgrade it, but you can like re-roll equipment with CC. So if you're re-rolling equipment with CC, there is a chance that the equipment ends up worse than it was initially or better. So I'm assuming that the quote-unquote legal changes they're talking about here is some regions designating that as a form of gambling. I'm assuming that's why. When performing Soul Boost or Arts Boost, pressing and holding the icon of certain items such as souls or Arts Seeds will display where they can be obtained. Okay. Adjusted the animations that occur when automatically receiving daily mission completion rewards. Yeah, thank you. It's been annoying for a while. Due to legal changes in certain regions, the detail screen for summon tickets will now display the Z power list for the corresponding summon. Shouldn't really take a legal change for that to be a thing, but okay. New links with Facebook accounts have been discontinued in the save data transfer, sure. Due to this update, any previous replays and battle logs are no longer viewable. We have some bug fixes. We have suspension of service for iOS versions 12 and below. And it looks like that is it. So let me just X out of this. Ultra Rosé is back. We have a Limit Break banner coming. Rating Match Proud season begins. Let's just check what they have to say about this. Rating Match, we can see blah 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 blah. Rating Match Proud rules. If the score's blah 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 blah. Oh. In Rating Match Proud, the battle time for rounds 1 and 2 are different than round 3. Make sure to strategize according to your remaining time during battle. Yeah, that makes sense, because otherwise this would go on forever. 120 counts in the fight. That obviously is going to have some kind of effect on certain characters. Like, so, for example, Ultra Gogeta Blue obviously gets stronger as the fight goes on. And if you inherently have a shorter fight, you're going to be able to make use of Gogeta's full power over the course of a shorter period of time. Or I guess the better way to word this is, you're not going to be able to make use of his full power as long as you would normally be able to in a match that's 180 counts, right? So after 50 counts elapse, Gogeta is at full power. So in a normal 180 count match, Gogeta would, I think it's 100, I think it's after 60 counts. So it's you have 120 counts left in the fight to make use of his full power. Whereas in a fight that lasts 120 counts, you only have 60 counts to make use of his full power. So for that reason, it will definitely affect characters like that. But interesting. The reason why they did this is just because they don't want this to go on forever. Battle rewards, we have medals, new equipment there. Okay. Sure. RP bonus we talked about. Yeah, we talked about that also. Everything else is the same. Ranking rewards. Rating Match Proud Preseason Champion. I don't even know if I would want that title. Group rankings. Yep. Okay. Well, that's all we got, right? There's a new equip. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Not much else in there. Spanner came out a year ago. Anything else? Zenkai Awakened Cell, yep. By the way, when we do the showcase, we will be going into Treasure Battle. Equipment Battle. Oh, there's a Bonanza coming. Okay, that's good. I was actually saving, so they did give us an Awakened Vegeta Clan equip, but I have not even tried to roll it yet because I've been waiting for a Bonanza, so there we go. Masters Pack Z, Rating Match Tier List. We got... Okay, that's, I think, all the new stuff that we have to talk about. So let's just go over to Red Cell. We'll talk about Red Cell first, and then we'll go into the equipment. So Red Revival Cell, where are you at? He's like all the way down right here he is. Okay, so he's a range type, of course. By the way, here's what his stats are before he even gets his Zenkai when he's transformed. So I'm expecting some insanity with his stats, but let's just check out the pre-transform version first. I always forget to pull up the pre-Zenkai kit, so let me just go ahead and quickly do that. Okay, that was pretty quick. Yeah, because this website actually got updated. They changed it to have the newer characters and Zenkai characters on the home screen, so I could easily see it. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So, yeah, look at those stats. This is before he revives. 280 and 277. Remember, we do have to subtract 13,000 because of the arts boosted, but still, it's 267 to his strike attack, and then 263 to his blast, or 264 to his blast. It's pretty good. Defenses are pretty bad, but I mean, he's a revival character, so it's fine. Strike is normal. Blast is -5 to own special move arts cost for 15 counts on hit. I believe that's the same. Yeah, and they didn't change that. The blue card is the Psychokinesis Crash. Massive slice damage. That goes up for major slice damage. Minus 50% enemy sustained damage. Cut effects to sell for 3 counts. So that is the same. Destroys 2 cards on hit. That's new. That was not on there before. Okay. Green card is Glimpse of Power. Draws a blue card. Activates once. Key by 50 is new. We actually did not get key on this before. 20% to damage inflicted for 15 counts, and then 50% to key recovery. Activates once, cannot be canceled. Yeah, so the only thing they added to this is the key, but it's fine. Getting permanent key recovery is really good because, of course, it's going to carry over to his post-transformed state as well. Main ability is the Ultimate Android. Guaranteed draws a green card. 40% blast damage. That goes up from 30% blast damage. All enemies, 20% damage received for 60 counts. Yeah, that's the same. Okay, so his main ability is not the greatest, but the good thing about his main ability now is at least the green card that he's drawing with his main ability is going to give him a bunch of key. So that does help. That does help him. Double stop time abilities are still pretty good. We know he's buffing red androids because we already saw this from the reveal. Super 17 buff. Yeah, Super 17 really, dude. Super 17 was terrible before this. And I'm glad he's getting the help he needs. All right, Shocking Resurrection. Revive with 100% health and transform into Perfect Cell when own health reaches 0. Shortens 1 sub count every time another battle member is hit with an enemy strike, blast, or special move arts attack. Activates 10 times. That's the same. Okay, so everything below this is new. The following effects occur when an enemy activates an Ultimate Arts, Awakened Arts, or Rising Rush while this character's in the battlefield. Or sorry, on standby, not battlefield. Shortens own sub count by 4. And then minus 30% to enemies' Ultimate and Awakened Arts power for 10 counts. Obviously, that's good because it could allow Cell to just switch in quickly off of the enemy rushing and just sacrifice himself, right? So that's good. All right, Perfected Power. Following effects self when battle starts. 60% damage permanently. That went up from 30% damage for 50 counts. Reduced damage received by 30%. He actually didn't even have any damage reduction prior to this. Card draw speed is also new. And then minus 5 to arts costs is also new. 30% of damage inflicted from battle start until transformation. Okay, that is new. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores key by 30. He already had that. And then 50% damage. That's new too. Okay, that's a lot of damage. 140% damage he's getting. Okay. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like it's not that much damage because that's all he's getting, right? He's getting damage from the main, but it's only blast damage, and he's getting no damage from the first unique ability. Let's check this. Following effects occur when changing cover. Restores health by 5%. Inflicts enemy with -1 draw speed. Should have been all enemies, but sure. Applies the following effects to enemy when they perform a vanishing step while this character is in the battlefield. Destroys one enemy card and reduces ki by 20. Sure. Following effects occur upon landing a Blast Arts hit. Draws a Blast Arts card next. Activates once. That's good. Because he already has card draw speed. So having that additional effect is pretty good. 10% special move damage for 10 counts. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield according to the number of remaining battle members. 3 battle members, he gets 30% blast damage. Effect resets after character switch or revival. So a full team alive means he's getting 30% blast damage. So let's assume you have the main ability activated. 30% blast, 40%, but 70. 130, 160, 210. He can get up to 210% blast damage, huh? Okay. All right, you guys know what time it is. Let's check the post-transform state. yeah, that's that's pretty high. That's a lot of health too. 332,000 strike attack. I mean, it is. So even if we take out the 13,000, he's still at 319,000 strike attack and 316,000 blast attack. That's crazy. Stats are insane. Okay, let me just quickly switch over to the transform version here. Okay, so this is the same. All right, the blue card, Hell Strike. Massive is the same. 20% damage for 20 counts is the same. Minus 50% to enemy sustained damage code effects for 3 counts is the same. The only thing he gains on this is he is destroying 2 enemy cards on hit, which is fine. Death Beam. This is good. This is a very good green card. All you have to do is be mindful of what enemies are going to be immune to immobilization effects. Falling effects occur on hit. Randomly draws at most 3 new cards. That's new. He did not do that before. Activates once. 20% to damage for 20 counts. That's the same. Immobilizes enemies, of course, the same. And then 15% to damage received. Impact damage received is the same. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, so the only thing he gets on this is drawing cards, but that's pretty strong. Just drawing a full hand when you land in immobilization, that's pretty good. Okay, main ability. None of you will walk away. Draws a blue card, 15% health, and 50 ki. So he actually did not heal on this prior to Zenkai. And then 30% blast damage. Why is that not uncancelable? 30% blast damage inflicted. That should be uncancelable. I'm not really sure why they didn't make that uncancelable. It's a little strange. Okay. Okay, so main or unique ability. 60% damage. Reduce damage received by 30% for 20 counts. That's the same. Minus 10 to blast arts cost. That's the same. Canceling attribute downgrades and rule conditions is the same. And then this is new. Oh, he actually retains this. Shorten sub count by 4. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing he had prior to his transformation, but it's a new effect for the post-Zenkai version. Applies the following effects itself when this character enters the battlefield. Draws a blast card next. Ki by 30. 50% to special move damage inflicted for 20 counts. That's the same. Oh, he gets Cover Null for 5 counts? Huh. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good addition there. Okay. So right now he's only at 60% damage. I mean, he can gain 30%. Again, why is this cancelable? It makes no sense. Following effects occur when changing cover. 10% healing. He's sealing strike cards. Okay. Activates twice. -1 card draw speed. After enemy attack is over, he's restoring 30% of damage received. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, minus 50% to ki recovery. Following effects occur when this character performs a vanishing step. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Reduce enemy ki by 20. Applies following effects itself when this character enters the battlefield or upon revival according to the number of defeated battle members. 10 ki, and then nullifies unfavorable element factors for defense. And then if he's the last man alive, I guess. 10 ki, nullifies unfavorable element factors for 5 counts, and then card draw speed for 10 counts. It's a little bit of a strange ability. I think he should have been type neutral defensively, even if you have no dead battle members on this. So let me actually go back. Let me just check something, because you always have to check this when you're looking at transforming characters. Let me just see something. Yeah, so the reason why he has like 0 damage when he transforms is because this 60% damage inflicted, now being uncancelable when the battle starts, this is now going to carry over to the post-transform version. Also, the reduced damage received by 30% is going to carry over, and so is the card draw speed. So I think like they didn't really juice up the post-transform version of this character, but what they did was they gave him a bunch of uncancelable effects when the battle starts, which are now going to carry over to the post-transform version. So he actually seems pretty good. Card draw speed, cost down, damage reduction, and damage that are all going to carry over. So he actually is I like this. He's looking pretty solid. Be interested to see how he does. Okay, let's take a look at the equipment, and then I think we're good to wrap up. Let's go over to the archive. Okay, nothing here. We have this, which is the PvP equip. We saw this earlier. This is Cell Saga Z, strike defense 20%, health 10%, and then base strike attack 20%. And then 15% to strike defense if this character is tagged Super Saiyan. This is similar to the Team Bardock equip that we got for Goku and Bardock, but it's not nearly as good, I don't think. I mean, a Super Saiyan character using this is gonna it's pretty good. 20% to 15% to pure strike defense, and then 20% to base strike defense with HP and strike. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Like, obviously, Super Vegeta is gonna make good use of this. Okay, not bad for just a normal gold equip. Is that it in terms of the equipment? I don't really. Oh yeah, we have the Gohan equipment. Never mind. Yeah, we have that. I don't think there's going to be any Awakened equipment, but let me just double check. Yeah, there isn't. Okay. All right, so let's check out this Gohan equip. Purple Gohan. Inflicted damage 50% in slot 1. And he's getting 60% across the board of base stats. Slot 2, he's getting 15% health, inflicted damage 60%, 30% blast damage inflicted, sustained damage cut 55%, base key recovery 50%. -5 to all arts costs. Randomly draws at most 2 new cards when this character uses a special arts. And when you have, and you have 3 or fewer cards. Okay. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield, restores key by 50, and he has card draw speed. He's getting so much damage from this. He's getting 50% here and 60% in slot 2. So he's actually getting 140% blast damage from this equipment. And then 55% sustained damage cut. Is this probably just the best equip? This is probably the best equip in the game. Like, I feel like we say that every time. This is actually probably just the best equip in the game. It is ridiculous. This thing is stupid. But like, the thing is this really going to push this Gohan to be usable? Probably not. Probably not. But this is like comical. It's comical how ridiculous this is. Like, this is actually better than a lot of Zenkais. Okay, well, there we go. There is the update for this week. We have the rating match Proud stuff. We have Zenkai Red Cell, and then we have the equipment for Gohan. Let me know down below what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.